Good morning. How are you? Where
Yes,
are you?
good.
And what's happening there?
Right, good morning. I'm very well. Trust you are good too. I am on the campus of University of Ghana. I
Okay.
am here at the School of Performing Arts. Now, when you look behind me, you see Institute of African Studies. And I
Yeah.
am standing here because this is where the School of Performing Arts started from. So as far back as 1962, just a year after the establishment of the University of Ghana, University of Ghana is celebrating its 60th anniversary. So in 1962, we established the School of Music and Drama. Now, between 2002 and 2006, I was here in
Okay.
the four walls of the School of Performing Arts. I am in a special outfit where I would say that it is our uniform when you come to School of Performing Arts. That is the black slacks and the white t-shirt. And very soon, you will understand why I am in this outfit. So we are here, Now, 16 years down the line, I have come back to the School of Performing Arts, not as a student, but as an alumni visiting the school. And I just want to see the state of the school currently. And so I am going straight to the dance department.
Okay.
Just so we put in perspective why I am this outfit, and you would also appreciate what goes on there. Now, walking around campus this morning, the school, I'm not too excited with what I am seeing, because I was thinking that by now, would have a lot of refurbishment gone down. We'll have a lot of development here, but that is not the case. So I'm currently walking to the dance department now. Many years ago, and it's still the case, you will see that as early as 7:30, students will be in the dance hall, for their lectures. So this is why I'm on campus. So we'll visit the dance department. We'll go to the Department of Theatre Arts. We'll go to the music department as well. And don't forget that the resident drama troupe or cultural troupe is the Ebibi Groma. How are they also faring? Now, the famous Efwa Sutherland Drama Studio is also here. And years down the line, how is the drama studio doing? So this is generally why we are here. So we'll seek answers from authorities to also know what is happening to the school, how we are going to give the school a facelift.
So, Frema,
Yes, David.
yeah. Now, I remember, yeah, I remember the School of Performing Arts as well, because I was also there in 1995, and I played Atentembeng. I went to learn how to play Atentembeng. These days, I don't know what I've done with it.
You were there for Afrostats.
Yes, Afrostats. Not as not
as
it wasn't my department. I went to
yeah.
do Afrostats. Yeah, I went to learn how to play Atentembeng back then. Yeah, but this thing you're looking at is not good at all. The roof.
No,
that's
so
coming.
this is the yes, this is the
Is
dance
it the current
hall.
school
all
or
are-
something that has been left?
So wait, is this being used? Is it currently being used? This place you're
I'm
looking.
going to go inside the dance hall. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm going to go inside, and you notice that there's a class going
wow.
on right now.
Wow.
This is the dance hall, and this is where I had my lectures for dance practicals, and this is where all the dance practicals happen, and this is the facility. So I'm going to go inside just so you know that. Right. So this is why I'm wearing my slippers. When you get here, you can't take your footwear to the dance hall. So yeah, just interrupting a dance class.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
Good morning. Right, so it's a bit dark in here. So this is the dance hall. I'm sure now you understand why I am in my black and white.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is it. This is what goes on. So class is in session right now, and that is the facility. I mean, when you look up, you see cables hanging around. You see the paints on the wall peeling off. And this is the situation. So class actually is ongoing. This is not an abandoned building. Yes.
Wow. Frema, this is not good at all. It's not befitting of the, should I say, so-called premier university of the land.
Absolutely. Yeah, and especially when you you think about the fact that this is where creative minds are,
moving,
come for their lectures.
Yeah.
Now, our culture is preserved in our music, in our dance, in our theater, and this is a reflection of who we are as a people. So if this is where we are, then that is the problem.
Wow.
So you realize, you see the cables hanging down, you
Yes,
see the cobwebs, you see the paint peeling off.
Yeah. Wow.
And it's very warm in here as well, considering the activities going on. Yeah. So this is a dance class currently in session. I'll leave them, to continue their class. We'll look at other areas of the school.
Okay. So how safe is this? I mean, I see all kinds of things hanging loosely. I mean, the metal grills in the ceiling. I mean, are they safe? I mean, will they not just fall down one day fall on someone? I don't know.
That is what we are trying to avoid. This is the situation. Yeah.
Hey, Frema, you have to go and dance.
Of course, feeling of nostalgia.
Hey, Frema, if you didn't dance, there wouldn't be you.
Yeah, I feel like I'm in class, So I did this some 16 years ago, if not more. Yeah, it's really fun, So when you have to have fun and be giving grades as well, this is what is currently going on. Yes.
Okay, so
it looks like they are having fun. They are just playing. Yeah.
Frema, so I am aware that there's a lot of exchange students that come to Ghana, and a lot of them end up coming to study dance, music, because that's the reason why they come. So do they come and study in this same building? Is that where they come and do their dance and their music?
Sadly, yes, because I dare say that the School of Performing Arts receive a lot of exchange students, foreign students, more than any other department on campus. And sadly, this is what represents to them as a nation and as a university. Very unbefitting of creative minds.
Wow.
Yeah. So you see the door. This door has been like this since I was here.
Yeah.
And
it was like that when I was there.
Not pleasant at all. Now the roof is coming off. We are just waiting for that to come down and hit somebody, and then we'll all organize press conferences,
terrible.
and then try to find a solution to this. Very, very unpleasant. Yeah.
No, this is really.
So
horrible.
we'll move to other areas of the school, So this is the dance department, that building as well. So this is where lectures go on. Now when you even come here, there's a bit of stench because it looks like that poly tank is not connected, is not working. When I meet the head of department for dance, I'm going to find out from him because with what goes on here, water is very key because ideally when people are done, this is not all they are in school to do, maybe for a day. So once they are done, they have to go wash down, freshen up, and get ready for other lectures. So if the water tank is not working, then you can imagine what is happening here.
Wow.
So you see that, I don't even know what that is, but something very unsightly there as well.
Oh. In the department. My goodness. That looks like somebody's leftover chop box or bed or something that they've just dumped there and walked away.
Yeah. So I have spotted the dean of the school, that is Professor Awo Mana Esiedu. When I was here, she was my lecturer, and she was a doctor, but she's progressed in life, and she is a professor now. So I'm going to have a conversation with her, and then she will help us take us to other areas as well.
Okay. Yeah.
Prof. Good morning, Prof.
Good morning. Lovely to see you.
Yes, I'm glad to be back here.
Back in your school.
Absolutely. But I'm not happy at all with what I'm seeing. Prof, why is the school deteriorating? Look at these chairs, very, very unsightly.
Well, it's a good question. I guess we've just neglected things and not. Well, I wouldn't say that. Sometimes it's a question of priorities that the university has, maybe, because I know that these facilities we've reported to the development office, and we've tried to get them to fix things, but it just hasn't happened. And so I just feel that if we don't do something, nobody's going to do it for us.
So what do we have to do? Because the problem looks quite huge.
Well, we've tried to get some people to do an estimate of how much it will cost to fix this. So really what the bottom line now is just money.
Okay. Can we take a walk around so that...
Yes, yeah, sure.
So you were talking about how much we need. How much would that be?
Well, the estimates for refurbishing this place is a little over 1 million Ghana cedis.
Okay.
Yeah, so those are the estimates we've received from the development office. They tell us that's how much it's going to cost to fix all of this place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, how much do we have currently?
Well, thankfully, we started writing letters to Corporate Ghana in October last year, and we received one favorable response from the Bank of Ghana. They gave us 200 Ghana cedis. 200,000, I beg your pardon, 200,000 Ghana cedis. So that's all we have right now. And so we are really aggressively trying to raise more money to get it done. Okay, so that's what we are on. And fortunately, alumni like you and others have come on board, and we have this capital project campaign that we are launching on Thursday, and that is aimed at raising $100,000.
Okay. Because look at that wall. Very bad. Because it looks like we are just waiting for the whole structure to come down.
Collapse, yes. Yes, and we can't do that.
No.
We can't do that. So I'm really appalled when I look at all of this, and it's like, but the truth is nobody's going to do it for us, so we have to take the initiative and do something.
But what is the university as a whole doing about this?
Well, I'm part of the university.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm asking you.
Well, as I said, we have tried to ask for help, okay, but it hasn't been forthcoming. Okay, because even my predecessor, I know there are letters on file, they've written to the development office, and they've given estimates, but that's where it ends. So it's always a matter of money.
Wow.
Okay, so I thought if it is money, then we need to find the money.
Okay. So where are we going now?
We can go to the head of dance studies office.
Okay.
Yeah, and the head of theater arts is also on.
We had a program with the head of Dr. Dobaji not long ago with Lododo Arts.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yes, that is a really great initiative, trying to bring back storytelling. Yeah, yeah.
So maybe we can move closer to the...
The head of dance is coming.
Oh, okay. Right. HOD, good morning.
Good morning.
Tell us your name.
Koshi Kuvo.
Great,
Yes.
great. You're welcome to Breakfast Daily.
Thank you.
Your dance hall is in a mess. I was here. I finished school in 2006. I wasn't expecting to come back to see this. I really was expecting that. By the time I come back, we will have an ultra modern, dance hall facility. So I can proudly say that is my school. But that is not the situation. Why?
Well, I don't think I have the answers because this dance hall was built when the program started in 1962. Yeah. So you can imagine the number of years it's been in existence. And I can say that, yes, the time has come for us to do something about it. It is in a bad shape. We cannot use it to train students. Mostly even students from international community cannot come here and pay thousands of dollars to our university, and then we train them in these dilapidated facilities. So yes, it's time for us to collectively do something and to renovate these places. Yeah.
Now, when you stand in the hall to teach students as an individual, how do you feel?
Well, I don't feel well, but you see, the passion that we have as artists is what pushes us. So that passion is what is pushing us now, that we have to do something about the situation. Yeah. I mean, we've been teaching in studios, what you can call a world class dance studios, and you compare those things to what we have here.
We can't even compare.
Well, so it's a pity. So we are crying. People should listen to us and donate generously so we can actually renovate these places. Yes, we need it.
I don't know what else to add.
I can see, what you're feeling. 2006, you finished. Even at that time, it was a bit better. Right now, look at the windows. They are all...
it is terrible, terrible.
Decaying and dropping on the ground. So it's a pity. I'm sure you've spoken to the dean. The dean is so passionate about renovating all these places, talking about the the roofings. Some of the roofings, mango trees just pierce into them, and we don't know, but we have to have some kind of assistance in renovating these places.
Right, thank you very much, sir.
My pleasure.
Right, so I've been talking to the head of dance department, School of Performing Arts. Now you heard him as well. I mean, we are all not too happy with the current state of the school. You know, so let me get closer to the windows, you know, because the HOD mentioned the windows. Yeah, so look at that. Look at that. Yeah, look.
It's terrible.
You know, so, I mean, look, this looks like some cocoa farm.
Yeah, Frema, it's really terrible.
Yeah, look at the walls, you know, the windows. I mean, this cannot be called a dance studio, you know. But unfortunately, this is where thousands of students have to study, you know, so it's too not surprising that people finish school and they don't even want to have anything to do with performing arts. Look at cables hanging around and all. And yeah, you know the kind of environment you need. Yes,
creative.
Prof, please come. Exactly, but see, there's another class going on here as well. When you see slippers at the entrance like this, it means there's a class going on. You can't take your shoes. Okay. Good morning. Hi, baby Queen. Hi, Terry. Yeah. No, I mean,
Frema, are those your mates?
no, so these were my TAs when I was in school, you know, and a great feeling of nostalgia. I'm glad to be back here. Yeah, so we are live. Hi, guys. So we are live on Breakfast Daily on City TV. Yes, and some 16 years ago, I was also sitting here, you know, for my dance class. Yes. Yeah. And it's really great to be back. Really great to be back. Yeah, so I had to be in my black and white, you know, just to feel I'm back in school. So Baby Quay and Terry, thank you very much. You remember Terry, David?
Yeah.
You remember we had Terry with a dance series for Heritage Month?
Yes.
Yes. So today you see him in his real elements, you know. Yeah. Terry, you know, so I came back to just take a look at School of Performing Arts, and I'm not too excited with what I am seeing. The school is collapsing. Why?
Well, I think that it is all based on financing the projects in the school, renovations of our various halls where we dance and practice dance and all that. Some of them are in shambles, and most of our building, that project there has been sitting there for like
18 years.
Yes, almost 2 decades.
Yes.
And it is still there. So it is very difficult. I think that the traffic to the various places that we rehearse and perform is just too much. And therefore, if anything at all, we expected that these places, look at the mirrors, they're all broken. You understand? And I don't know whether it's politics, I don't know. But we've gone back and forth with this situation, trying to get authorities to come look at us and do some paintings. All our louver plates are broken. You go to the dance hall, the paint is coming off and all that. You know, I think it's an eyesore, you know, for more so a department that is more or less like a cash cow for the University of Ghana. I think that we need to set up and do something about it.
Right, so something we will do about. So let me leave you to handle your class. We will visit other departments as well. Baby Quay, I'll see you later. Right, okay. Guys. Oh, don't worry, I'll come back and do your free stuff. Right. Okay, so I think now we can go to Theatre Arts Department. Yeah. So I have the dean is still with me, and I also have Dr. Sarah Dogbaji. You know, Dr. Dogbaji is not a visitor to us at City because of Lododo Arts. Doctor, welcome to Breakfast Daily.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm well, thank you very much. How are you?
I'm good.
Can we go closer to the drama studio?
Yes, we
Right, right. So, I've come back, home, but unfortunately, I'm not too excited about what I'm seeing. The dance department is in a mess. That I don't know so much about the drama studio. We are now going there, but tell us a little bit about the facilities. The help that the theater arts department needs.
Our facilities are really in very challenging situations. Then you should have come to my office. Then you see that the head of department doesn't have a chair, doesn't have a table.
We'll come there.
Let's pass through this office and see
Right.
what the situation is.
Okay.
Wow.
So from the dance department, we are now moving to the theater arts department, So let me say that the theater arts department, School of Performing Arts, especially theater arts department, has produced, a lot of our creative minds that we enjoy. When it comes to performances, as far back as from the Blue Riversons to David Donto to Akofa Ejeni to Jifa Gomashi, and in recent time. So this is your office?
This is one of my faculty members' office. Look at the state in which it is.
So do we work, the person work in here?
You can tell that she is unable to stay here. The air condition doesn't work. Look at the state of the floor.
My goodness.
So she's not able to use the space.
Wow. It's worse than I anticipated.
Hey.
Yes. You see, you're stepping on it and feeling it.
Yes.
Yesterday, after speaking to you, as I was entering an office, I stepped on a loose tile and I fell and broke my slippers.
I'm sorry.
Both of them.
Wow.
Yesterday, after speaking to you.
So this is supposed to be an office,
For my members of faculty.
for a faculty member, and this is
members of
two
faculty.
members. Right. So let's move closer to the drama studio. Yeah.
Hey, Ghana.
Okay. Ah. So this is, so you can see that doctor has locked the office because it's not in use. Look at the walls. Look at this. The whole thing is coming off and it looks like we are just looking on, not doing much.
We are actually trying to pull whatever energies we have left to keep going, because if we want to wait, then nothing can get done, and we try to encourage our students so that they can understand that as artists, no matter how difficult it is, we are very necessary. Our contribution is very necessary and key, and so we have to be above the challenges. So we are operating on mind over matter. That's what we are doing.
Frema,
But then
Yes, David.
Please find out from her where do the faculty members who have those dilapidated offices, where do they function from? Where do they operate from?
Right. So we are coming from an office, that cannot be used because of the state it currently is in. So where do these faculty members operate from?
they operate from their cars, they operate from under the trees.
No.
Yes.
So we have schools under the tree somewhere. Now we have offices under the tree.
tree.
We do. You are lucky this morning our under bottom tree classes are not happening. We do have classes under this tree.
On
When I was
campus.
here, we were having classes under the tree. Now, so I entered, 20 years ago, I entered School of Performing Arts. We are still having classes under the tree.
Under the tree. Yes.
So, David, this is the drama studio. Now, this studio, over the weekends from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, sometimes Sunday, you'll come here, the place is packed because there are productions going on. Every student is supposed to do a production because it attracts mass. Now, sometimes you actually have bigger productions, so we have people coming from outside to witness stage plays here. This is the situation. This is the state of the drama. So this stage has hosted all the creative minds you can think of, you know, from the professors to the doctors in creative arts to in recent times, the Ajay Tanans, the Prince David Osseis, the Nadia Buaris, the JOTs. I mean, all these people have been on this stage. And so when you come here, you would, under normal circumstances, expect to see something much more than we are experiencing now. Not much has changed, you know, since.
And this is a very potentially useful space, you know, because it has, for a studio where we train artists, we train theater performance. This is our proscenium stage. In the middle there, we have the arena stage, and we have an end stage. You see the tops of the lighting booth and the main gate. They are also performance spaces. We've performed from this rooftop here. But now it is difficult to we even do performances from that tree, you know, right there. And so it is necessary to keep the place in good shape so that we stop having accidents. You know, we have had accidents on this place because the floor is weak. People step in it, their feet sink into the frame, and scratches and things come on their legs. We have had fractures and things happen in these spaces because it needs maintenance.
Right. Now, there's a question I want to ask the Dean. So this is a heritage, you know, presented to us. Now, we did not do this. People presented it to us, Ifa Sutherland, and we can't even maintain it.
That's a shame, isn't it? It is. Somebody would say it's a typical Ghanaian thing, but I don't think that as artists we need to settle for that. Yes. So we want to maintain it. We want to keep it the way it should be kept. It's a heritage site, really, because you can't write the history of theater in Ghana without the drama studio. Yes. You know, it was gifted to us by Ifa Sutherland. It was where the National Theatre used to be. And when the National Theatre was being built through the instrumentality of Dr. Ben Abdallah, he negotiated so that they would build it on our campus. So it's a real heritage site, and we need to keep it like that. Right now, we have issues with our sound and lighting equipment, which are outdated. You know, we tried to replace them a few years ago, but then these things need to be upgraded all the time. Yeah, so we need money for that. The lighting system, sometimes we have to hire lights when we are doing performances. As a school, we shouldn't be doing that.
No.
We are always having to go and outsource lights and sound equipment, you know, just to make the productions fly.
Right. Now, there is a structure, you know, right ahead of me. Prof, I want us to get closer to, Doc, I want us to get closer to that.
That structure would really answer a lot of our questions.
So maybe let's get closer and see, and you know, find answers. Why? Let me take my slippers. We are out of class. Yeah. So, you know, why this structure, which was started in 2004, that was when I was in level 200, started. I was expecting by now. In fact, I was hopeful that it would be done whilst I was in school, so at least we can have productions there. But that did not happen. And to think that 18 years after, the structure is still how it is. I don't know what exactly the problem is. Is it that we are no longer interested in this? Is it that the money is finished? Have we spent the money? What is the problem, Prof?
Well, I wish I had simple answers. But again, it is about money. This is a get-funded project. Yeah. And so, you know, when things take so long, prices increase, and so the money hasn't been sufficient to finish the building. Yeah. Okay, and it's
Can we go through the side?
No, it's bad. We have to go around. Yes. So, in fact, this project is almost done, really. Yeah. If you go inside, you see that the electricals and some of the fittings have been made. All we need now is to get the place fitted properly with the right appropriate furniture and so on. And all of that also costs money. And just yesterday, I was talking to the the director of the PDMSD, asking how much more we need to complete this building. And he said a whooping 17 million Ghana cedis.
Whoa.
Now, if my memory serves me right, the cost for building the whole project back then in 2004 was not up to 17 million Ghana.
Because we've left this to deteriorate, and so now it requires more work than when we're even building from scratch.
Yes, unfortunately. Unfortunately. So that's a real loss. And it really hurts me because this space has potential to raise money for the school.
Yes, and this
The performance
aluminium
hall-
sheets, very unsightly.
Oh my goodness, don't talk about it. I see this every day and I'm like, goodness, when are we going to get rid of all of this? Honestly. For a creative institution, we don't need this. I mean, this doesn't inspire creativity, if you ask me.
At all. Right. So this is a structure, that is supposed to encompass all the disciplines here. So you have space for theater arts, you have space for music, you have space for dance as well. Now, these are auditoriums, theater halls. Now, I was here yesterday and I went inside and I was stunned. I mean, it's mind-boggling why we would leave a project like this to deteriorate. Now, how to even get up there is a challenge. I doubt if Prof would want to attempt this, but I will attempt to climb. So just hold on. If I fall, David, you are not here to help me, but this is it. Very unfortunate, Yeah. Right. So this morning, okay. Right. So this is supposed to be an auditorium, a theater hall. Now look at the space, look at the stage. This is supposed to be a world-class theater hall. But unfortunately, this project has been ongoing for the past 18 years. Now, I don't know when we are going to finish this. Now, Doc, when you move around, you can see that metals are rusting. Termites have eaten the wood away. And you still have materials here, tiles, other stuff. The ACs have been fixed, lights have been fixed. So why are we not using this?
The state in which it is right now, we cannot use it. Yes, the lights have been fixed. We need to conceal all the gadgets at the top there to make it safe to bring students in here. And because the work is not finished, the debris has not been cleared. So
So let me just, for those of us watching, let me just take you around a little bit, right? So in fact, I even have access for physically challenged persons. I almost draped. Yeah. So you can see tiles, abandoned materials, cement. Now this can't be used any longer. Now look at the metal things. Cabling for the stage, these are for light, I suppose, but they. Exactly. Now, the workers have even abandoned their gears, So this is the current state, of this project, massive project. Now, look at the space. And to think that we have nowhere in this country, proper theater halls for our productions, and to see something like this just rotting away, it is very heartbreaking. So you have the washrooms, you have changing rooms and stuff like that. Doc, so how do we get to the top? I think that there's a stair. Yes, okay. Right, so this is supposed to be the space for theater arts. Now, when you go to the back, there's another space that is for music. But this is it, just abandoned stuff. Now, what breaks my heart is the materials, expensive stuff. Look at glasses, all broken, just abandoned. Now, how do we proceed as a nation?
Happens to be the first theater arts training institution as we have it here. It is an historical institution. Even in the African, West African theatrical landscape, we are a very major institution. But this is the state in which we are.
So I'm sure we'll probably, because of our time, I'm sure we'll probably come back and do a special feature on this as well. So this is supposed to be space for music, but unfortunately, so there is another theater hall for dance as well. But in all these, how do we solve? What do we have to do? I'm sure Let's try get to the dean again and look at the school is just about it. Doctor was able to come up, but Prof will not attempt to use the wooden stairs. So we just have to go down and have a final conversation with Prof. Yeah, you just need to be careful because it looks like even the nail, holding this to the other piece is coming off. So, yeah. Prof, this is the problem. Very terrible. In fact, I don't wish to be in your shoes at all. So how do we save the situation? What do we do now?
Find the money and get it done. That's simply what it is.
Now, have you devised a strategy that we can raise money?
Since October, we've been talking with the blessing of the school management committee. We've decided to raise money. Corporate Ghana. So that's what I told you. Phase is what I call alumni led. It's alumni led because the initiative came from one of our alumni. I think I've mentioned already, $100,000 within 3 months. I'm riding on his optimism.
We are all optimistic because it has to be done.
It has to be done. So that's what we are launching on Thursday at 10 a.m.
Okay.
So we hope that when we launch that platform, people would give, especially alumni and their friends and people who love the arts. The third phase that we want to adopt is something that is in the planning. We want to be willing to give us money so that we can raise more money from there, because the amount of money we need to finish this sometimes I think it's too much, but
that is what we need.
It's the technical people who are telling us. So, but then if we get this thing fixed, believe me, we can raise that money within a year. Because there's space here, we can rent it out to others. It can be used for so many different things. Our productions become more viable. We can have wider publicity for our productions and have people come and watch our shows and give us money. We are a performing arts institution. We can't produce performances that would pay. But all we have now is a drama studio. It sits maximum 450 people. So it's been difficult, and then we haven't really commercialized our productions in the past. But that's something that, with the blessing of our SMC, we want to do in the future, because we have talent here.
You bet. So
you are a past student.
Yeah, and
and award-winning actors and actresses come from here.
Absolutely.
We do not have 450 chairs in the drama studio.
No, this we have to do. We have to do. So the Ajetes, the Nadia, the Rosalind Gizers, the Fifi Colemans, all of you, Prince David, all of you, look, we have to do this, guys. Our school, we can't even bring friends, coming from colleagues from other areas here. But I also have, let me say, the students, because that is the president of the Association of Students of Performing Arts. Are you proud of yourself with how your school is looking?
Honestly, not.
What are you doing about it?
Yes, I am glad the dean has taken initiatives to raise funds to make sure we have the best of facilities to train students. Yes, and there are some few steps that has been taken towards this capital campaign project, and I'm glad you are here to send this out to the world, especially alumni who has been part of this school. It's just come on board to support us, because looking back to this school they started and where they are, I don't think they'll be proud to point this place as the school they were once trained. So we are calling on them to support us in whatever way they can, so we can have a good school.
Right. So this is the position of the student body. You know, they are looking up to you, alumni, because if you look at how we support our second cycle institutions, you know, people are proud to say that I'm from Presec, from St. Monica's, from Prempeh College, from this. Westlake.
Prague girls.
Of course, you know, we can't let the institution that gave us careers, you know, that is helping us put food on our table to deteriorate. This is bad. I mean, I don't know which diplomatic way to put it. You know, you can't. You've seen it on TV. We need to save the school. So, Prof, on Thursday, there's an event going on.
Yes, we are calling it the SPA Capital Project Campaign.
Okay.
Yes, and so we are going to launch the platform that I talked about.
So do you need people to come? When do we start giving them money? When do we start the donation?
In fact, somebody has already given us 20 CDs.
Wow.
Well, that's a good start, right? I was surprised to see that somebody had already donated on the platform.
Okay.
Yeah, I have made an initial donation to test the system.
Okay.
Yeah, so on Thursday, we are going to launch it big,
Right.
and people can pledge.
Okay.
You know, as you and I know, $100,000, if we had 100 people give $1,000, would have hit the target. But clearly, we need more than that. But this is just the second phase of our fundraising. So we want alumni, all of you listening to us, watching us, come on Thursday morning at 10 a.m. and come and support the project.
Great,
Yes.
great. So on Thursday, we are coming back to school, you know. So let's say it's a homecoming affair on Thursday morning at 10 a.m. We need to save the School of Performing Arts. This is the current state of the school. Not befitting to call it School of Performing Arts, especially where our culture and our heritage reside. And so we all have a duty to the school. And so on Thursday, we'll see all of you. Thank you very much, Dr. Dobaji.
Thank you very much. And remember, we are expected to be the leaders of the development of art and culture.
Yes.
Please empower us to do it.
And that we will. Thank you very much, Prof.
Thank you so much, Frema, for coming back to school.
I'm glad I'm here. And thank you very much, Mr. President.
Thank you too.
Right. So this is the School of Performing Arts. This has been Breakfast Daily. You know, don't forget that the School of Performing Arts has really contributed its quota to national building in terms of performances, in terms of research programs, and of course, training people in academia. David.
Yes, Frema, thank you very much. Some of the scenes there were really, really disturbing to see that this is what we've done to ourselves for over 20 years of having a building that, you know, could have turned the fortunes of the department, School Performing Arts around, and this is where we find ourselves. Summers, you saw all the images there. Your thoughts?
I think it's just a reflection of the malaise of tertiary education funding in this country. You know, we are so used to take from government, spend,
Yeah.
but you can't run public universities like that. You know, take, spend. I mean, they are public universities, and they try somehow to be commercial, but to which extent? So that's why elsewhere there are endowment funds that support universities, charity organizations that are committed to helping universities, not because they benefit directly, but because of the benefit that universities pass on to society and communities. So I think that's, well, it's an exercise that's in a good direction, but it has to take a more structured form at the university level, where endowment funds have come to stay to help, you know, develop some of these sectors in the university. And I don't know the situation. KNUST, under the former Vice Chancellor, was able to embark on a serious, the immediate past Vice Chancellor, I forget the name, but serious expansion, very, very serious. If you go to KNUST, Oh, not Andam.
Okay.
No, just the last one.
Okay.
Very, very serious expansion with new faculties, new projects, new building, all on campus. You went to Tech
Yes,
too, so
yes.
so you see the difference.
It's massive. It's really
and I'm saying that they should make it more structured so that there will be established endowment funds, because you see the School of Performing Arts also has some interesting history for anybody that went to University of Ghana. You know, before they used to look down performing arts. We used to call it what, dondology.
Dondology.
As in, you go and play dondo, so the dondology, and people used to, it didn't. But moving forward, you can see its contribution to national development. I mean, the arts industry and the number of heads that they employ, and so I think that they have to take a second look at it. Yeah, the leadership of the School of Performing Arts is doing its best, but the university, as a whole, should have a more structured way of establishing endowment funds, maybe for the colleges or for the faculties, so that those who have passed through can have a way of always contributing back using their network.
I agree. Thank you very much for spending some time with us this morning.
Thank you.
And for you that are watching, look, honestly, at the time where we are pushing, the arts and our culture and everything else to lead the way in terms of promoting ourselves as Ghana to the world, we cannot leave one of the leading institutions that generates, a lot of educated people and puts educated people out there to spearhead, our culture, our arts, and all of this in this state. We can't do that. It's an injustice to ourselves.